business. And on the air with us is the former mayor, I think, of New Hebron. It is Cindy Bryan, candidate for District 39. Good morning, ma'am. How are you? And she is on our supertalk.fm/watch TV in high definitions. Good to have you.
Hey, good morning, Paul. Thank you for having me this morning.
When did you serve as mayor?
Well, I'm actually still serving as mayor.
Oh, you are? I'm sorry.
In the midst of my
Took her
third
job from
term right now. Mm-hmm.
Oh, third term.
Wow.
Well, I didn't know that. The information hasn't been updated for me here. Tell me a little bit about you and the reason that you wanted to run for District 39, the Senate seat vacated by Sally Doty.
Well, Paul, it's real simple. I didn't really have an ambition to be the mayor of New Hebron whenever I first ran, but it's a simple thing. I want to be able to help our district. I've been able to help our town as the mayor, and I think I've got the experience of knowing what the legislature needs to do to help our small communities across District 39.
It is some of the things that you're... Go ahead.
Well, just take, for instance, I didn't know you were going to have me following the governor today, but that was great. A lot of the things that the state legislature does, they pass it on down to small towns. And I know those things. It's just take, for instance, the Senate bill that they had this last time was 2835. And it's a wonderful bill where the cities and towns are supposed to have first responder cancer policies for them. And everybody wants to support our first responders, but they didn't send any compensation down to pay for that. So you're looking at, we have until 2023, I think, to find the funding to pay. And that's going to cost a small town or community or your county over $230 per first responder for volunteer for that. And, it's things that the legislature does that they're not thinking clearly about how that's going to affect their communities in which they represent.
You do have a ground zero type of experience when you're dealing that from the mayor's office. Everything from roads and bridges and taxes and all of that, and I understand that. So, but you've had some interactions with the legislature through that position.
I have, and I've also served on the Mississippi Municipal League for a number of years as on their executive board. We've lobbied the legislature for certain things that's not good for towns and cities and communities, and I think that gives me a great deal more experience than some of my opponents to be able to step into the position and actually start working for the people here in District 39.
Have you been involved in trying to expand the broadband in that area too? I mean, is that one of the things that you've been working on?
We've certainly supported it. Because just as now, children are trying to distance learn from schools, and so there's a lot of children that don't have internet in their homes. And there's some places here in our community that just aren't able to get wireless, internet. So it's something that we've all been pushing for. It's a wonderful way that we've been able to connect with some of the power companies, like Southern Pine Electric and Ford County, and some of those rural electric organizations that can go in. They have already got the infrastructure there to be able to provide that broadband for us across the state. I think it's a wonderful.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I'm just saying it's a great thing for us to be able to push across our state.
How has this election been, this campaign, a little bit different than as far as the mayor's campaign?
Well, it's short for one thing. We don't have the time to get around because this wasn't on our radar of losing our senator. But with the COVID, it's been almost impossible to go around to Rotary clubs and and different organizations that meet once a month to be able to meet voters. And so it's been difficult. It's basically been social media. We have gone out and knocked on some doors, put door hangers and things, but it's been a whole different ball game.
I was going to say it's a whole different world, and also the family. Sometimes that there's an extra element now that the family says, I don't know if I want you to do this, because you'd have to leave here. You got to go to Jackson. You got to go back and forth, and until this thing is solved, that's a new element of concern that wasn't there several months ago.
Well, sure, it is. You're talking about having to go to the Capitol and everything. My children are all, I think that's one thing that is good. Is all my children are grown and gone. It's just my husband and I now here at home. So I have the time to spend to go to the Capitol. It's only about a 50-minute drive from New Hebron to Jackson. True. So it's not that big of a commute. I already commute up there and work a couple of days a week.
If it is Senator Bryan, what committees that you would love to cherry pick and you would love to have? What committee you want to be on?
Well, I don't know if that's going to be possible, but if I could cherry pick, I would certainly want appropriations, because that would, that money is appropriated for towns and for firefighters assistance programs. I would love to serve on that committee. I would like to serve on the municipalities committee. I would like to serve on Veterans Affairs. My husband went to the Naval Academy, and we've served active duty in the military. So I have a real passion for the veterans. I had a veteran the other day that was talking to me about he couldn't get his handicap sticker renewed. And he had gone to the VA, and he had told the lady, said, I need to get my handicap sticker renewed. And she said, well, you've got to go all the way over on the other side of the VA to be able to do that. And he said, lady, if I could walk over there, I wouldn't need a handicap sticker. It's little things like that your senator could help you a little bit with that. But I have a real passion for our veterans. And so those are some of the committees I would really love to work on. They're committees that I feel like that I could bring a lot of experience to the table.
So as I asked the governor, the date is, when did he say the last part of September as far as the election date?
It's September 22nd.
September 22nd.
Tuesday, September 22nd.
And
this is the only thing that's on the ballot, Paul. So it's going to be pretty low turnout, I believe.
All right. Well, look, Cindy,
and a lot of
best
people don't
of luck.
even know about it.
Well, that's why we're here, September 22nd. Cindy, best of luck to you, and we will follow the campaign. Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate it very much.
Thank you so much, Paul. Appreciate you having